What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Drive New Hampshire. Now today I'm going to be going through the top 5 first mods for your Jeep Wrangler TJ. So as I said before, the Jeep Wrangler TJ in stock form is incredible. It is a very, very capable machine. Now I've owned 3 Jeep Wranglers in my short life, and I've been driving this one for the past 6 years. And when I got it, it was completely bone stock. It had little baby tires on steel wheels. It had stock suspension, so it was only about this tall. But regardless of all that, it went anywhere. You really would not believe the places that I took that little baby Jeep. It would go through sand, it would go through mud, it would climb up a rock wall. It really is astonishing to me how capable they are. Now, if you're under the age of 75 and you own a Jeep Wrangler, then most likely you're not going to leave it stock for long. Unless, of course, you're square. I'm just kidding. Now, leaving a Jeep stock is fine. It'll probably avoid a lot of problems, but that's no fun. As I said, they're very, very capable in stock form. But this just looks better. Now, before I start digging into the list of what I believe, in my opinion, are the best first 5 mods for a Jeep TJ, I want you to comment down below and let me know what you think are the best first 5 mods. I'm sure there are a lot of you out there who have owned one of these Jeeps for a lot longer than I have, but in the relatively short amount of time that I've had this one, it's gone some incredible places and done some really, really incredible stuff. Of course, I will link all the products that I'm talking about down in the description below for you to check out for yourself. But without killing any more time, let's jump right into it. So first things first, you probably knew it was coming, but it's a winch, a big surprise. No matter how good of tires you have, no matter how good of a lift kit you have, and no matter how good of a driver you are always gonna come up to an obstacle that is going to beat you. It's just a matter of time, your number's gonna come up, and you're gonna get stuck. Now, if you're an idiot like myself, you'll disregard all the rules about going off-roading with a buddy. And when I say that, I mean obviously your buddy has a truck or a Jeep or something that can pull you out, or you can pull them out when you get in trouble. For me, that wasn't the case. When I was 16 and 17 years old, I decided to load up 5 of my friends into this Jeep and go way into the woods in the middle of the night, driving through mud bogs, climbing through sand dunes, going through places that you really shouldn't be bringing a stock Jeep, especially when you're by yourself and don't have a winch on the front. Your buddies can only push so hard. So that's why I believe the best first mod is a winch. Now, you can bolt it to the stock bumper using a winch plate, or you can get an off-road bumper like I have, but the front bumper isn't on the list of best first 5 mods. Now, I have the Smittybilt XRC winch, 9,500 pounds. It's plenty to pull this little Jeep out of all sorts of tight spots. And knock on wood, it hasn't let me down yet. And while we're at the front of the Jeep, next best first mod is some LED headlights. Now, the Wrangler headlights in factory form are not the greatest. And when you're 4 miles into the middle of the woods with no other truck to help you, to avoid problems, it's very important to see where you're going. That's when you want more light more than ever. So these are just some Amazon LED headlights. They're much, much cheaper than some name brand ones, and they've done awesome for me. They're very bright, they have a great spread of light, and I would highly recommend these. Now, in life, it's always very important to have a good quality rubber. Tires are no exception. Good one. A good set of off-road tires will give you a good balance of on-road and off-road performance. Now, I've had these BF Goodrich KO2 all-terrain tires for the past 4.5 years, and they've been incredible for me. There's not a lot of on-road noise. On pavement, I really never have had a problem with them. Now, for the next 2 mods, we're going to move on to the inside of the Jeep, because if you're comfortable and happy on the inside of the vehicle, you're going to be more attentive to what's going on the outside. You'll be able to focus on driving and not worry about the clutter and mess that's happening inside the vehicle when your Jeep's on 3 wheels and you're about to... Yeah, I won't say it. And that's why the next mod is some floor liners. Now, there are a few brands right now that make really good quality floor liners. There's, of course, the WeatherTechs. There's Quadratec makes some, Best Top makes some, but I personally have the Quadratec full interior floor liner. Good quality floor liner will save you hours and hours of scrubbing mud and dirt and vacuuming sand out of your Jeep. And when you inevitably leave the roof off and it starts to rain, at least the floor liners catch most of the mess. Now, last mod upgrade on the list is a Bluetooth head unit, or at least a head unit with some sort of aux input, whether it be an aux cord or a USB input. Now this may seem a little out of place on this list, but I've personally gone through the pains of having a factory head unit, and I know how much it sucks. The Jeep Wrangler TJ only has one power outlet in it, so if you use one of those Bluetooth things that plugs in there and you choose a radio station, play through it, you lose your power outlet. So then you have to unplug it if your phone's dying, so you can plug in your phone charger, but then you lose music, and you have to listen to all the music that's on the radio. A Bluetooth head unit updates the look of the Jeep and updates the functionality of it because every car nowadays has Bluetooth. A simple do-it-yourself install of one of these will make a world of difference in your Jeep. And when you inevitably find yourself stuck in the middle of nowhere, waiting for someone to come pull you out, at least you'll be able to listen to your favorite songs. Now in this case I have a Kenwood KMR series, and it's actually a Bluetooth head unit for a boat. And there's a method to my madness here because my Jeep spends a lot of time with the roof off. And there's been more than one occasion when I've left the roof off and it's rained and everything gets wet and electronics don't like the wet, so they break. This head unit can be covered in water, it can be covered in mud, and it still keeps working. And the best thing about it, it has Bluetooth, it has a USB input so you can play music through that and charge your phone, and it also has an aux input, and that leaves your power outlet free and clear for whatever else you want to use it for. So I want to thank you all very much for watching. Again, I'll link all of the products I just talked about and the rest of the mods on my Jeep down in the description below. And as you probably saw as I was walking around, I do have more mods in this Jeep, such as this light bar and this high lift jack. If you want to check out all the mods I have on my Jeep, I'll include links to those videos as well. And if you want to watch my Jeep doing some other crazy stuff, I'll also include links to those. So again, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to check out those links. I hope that you found this video helpful, and I hope that it inspires Jeep owners to mod and customize their Jeeps to make them their own, while also making them look more badass and more functional. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Happy motoring. Or actually happy Jeeping in this case. Take it easy.